Think like Jay Prince and I do. Listen. I went and got my digits up. Listen. Your favorite, bruh. Listen. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's your rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I be not? The mind to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's my dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace for peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Returning it, Hill. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Buckley. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield. Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Sliding out of the pocket, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back to throw. Buckley, flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Operating from the gun. Buckley. Being chased out left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. Big hold to the 30. And some room to work as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. At the 47-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
A carry here for Hunt. Fights off the defender. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
Now a throw here to his running back. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Chiefs 3.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Buckley. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Chiefs.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Throwing on first down. Buckley.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Buckley. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And this one is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty. Everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play.
And I think the ball's out. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. CD, that's the 2nd time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On first down, it's Hunt. Pushes him aside at the 45. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, right back to Hunt.
Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
70 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Pickens. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On first down, Hunt. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
A give right side now to Hunt. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. To throw is Wilson.
And he will find Atwell. That's complete.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there, as the first half is winding down.
And the Jets will extend their lead here just down.
Extra point by Fairbairn up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
14, Chiefs 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime.
On first down, Buckley. Flushed out right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. The return man is Hill. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
From the 31, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. And even 150 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Hunt. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Buckley. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Right down the middle. And this is back to an 8-point game.
Chiefs 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. To try again after the sack, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On third down, Wilson.
Throws left side. Atwell's got it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to...
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Powering forward. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. To throw again is Wilson.
To the right side and complete to Atwell.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
161 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
1st and 10.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
To throw on second down, Buckley. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Buckley.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, he had
had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 7. They run again with Hunt. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Jets first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A gain of 22 yards.
They go play action here on first down. That is caught by Lamb. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. CeeDee Lamb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Now Wilson on first down. Swings this out for Hunt. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes run the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Throwing now is Wilson. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again. Here's Wilson. Open man is Atwell, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked. And the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And his kick here is good. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Kansas City, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.